Welcome back to episode 2 of the series where we're going to be spinning a wheel and seeing which team we end up with. Okay, we got Tokyo Ghoul, that's pretty good. That's the new update. And the goal of this video is to see which theme-specific team is going to be the best, right? It's going to make us use units we would never typically use. Now, I know in this case we got the brand new update, but in the last video, which you need to go watch, we did it with the One Piece units, who are the very first units you can get within the game. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so we loaded into the game, which means we need to assemble our team now, so I will get right back to you guys whenever we do that. Alright, so as you can see, we have our team assembled here. However, there is one problem that you can, well, clearly notice. We don't even have a full team, and I know there's enough units to get full teams of this, but I've not been lucky enough to get the newer units, so we're going to have to run it with this. However, while I'm still grinding this event, once we get to the end of this series, I will redo it once I have enough characters to fill it up, and once I have all the best characters from the selection right. So with that being said, let's go hop straight into this tournament and go see the time. Now, before we hop in, as you can see here, our record with the One Piece team is 10 minutes and 29 seconds, so pretty much 10:30. We need to beat that here, and I think we can. I think Ken Kaneki will be able to carry. Ace was very good, don't get me wrong, but I think Ken Kaneki will do a whole lot more damage. I could be incorrect, though. Ace could be the solution to winning, but I'm not too sure. So we're going to start it off pretty simple and just upgrade Ken Kaneki. He is obviously going to be our carry, so we should get him up as quick as possible, right? And then, of course, we will do Void Mask after, and then it'll just depend at that point. But while I wait to upgrade my units and while you guys are watching this video, if you enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the summer ends. So if you enjoy this type of content and you want to see more of me, more Anime Rangers X, then just click that subscribe button down there. It helps me out a lot. With that being said, let's get right back to the video. Alright, so as you can see, everything is going well. I need to summon 2 more Kanekis just to stall so we can upgrade a little longer. But while we're here, I thought we would talk about not only some stuff we talked about last video, but just some more stuff about what could come to the game, right? So obviously we talked about the tournament system in the last video. Now, I do want to say my opinion hasn't changed, and they haven't said anything about changing the tournament, which kind of sucks because this tournament it's just not a great system, if we're being honest. I mean, I think everybody would admit that it's not great. So what kind of can they do? What solutions? At least in my opinion, I think they should go for a style more similar to like the way Anime Adventures had their tournaments. I haven't done in-depth gameplay yet on the Vanguard's tournaments, but I do believe even those would be set up in a better way than what we have right now. Also, no one has beat the top record yet. If you didn't know, there actually was an exploit that you could do, which it doesn't work. It doesn't count your time, so I guess they tracked onto it pretty quickly. But there's an exploit you can do with Sun Jin Woo that would allow you to literally be sitting in here for days. Now, it does not work. So if you are currently doing this exploit, I'd stop because it is just a waste of your time. It is not going to do anything. I would not do it. It's pretty pointless. But overall, this tournament feels useless. If I wasn't making videos on it like this, I would probably not touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. I would stay away from it. There's just no point in doing this. It's a complete waste of time, to be honest. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing worth doing. You get no rewards for doing it. So yeah, like I said, I would stay away from it as much as possible. Next, while we're still waiting for upgrades, I thought we'd talk about the future of this game. Obviously, we have that Sid update that is going to be dropping soon. They did confirm it will be a boss event. However, it was supposed to come out 1 to 3 days after the last update and is obviously still not here. Now, in my eyes, that's not a big deal. I wish they just wouldn't have said anything, because if they didn't say it was coming out 1 to 3 days, then it wouldn't be a big deal, right? So in my opinion, they should have never said anything about it, because now people are mad because it should have been here, which I understand them being upset, but they realistically should have never said that it was coming, right? But when will it come out? I would have to assume this weekend or early next week would be my guess on that, right? I'm going to make a video soon. It's probably going to be the video after this one, talking about, well, everything we do know about that update, when it will drop, and things like that. So I'm not going to go into crazy detail. If you want to see more stuff like that, it'll be my next video, so make sure you subscribe, so you don't miss it. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I'm ready for the Sid update to come out, and I know I talked about it in my last video, but leave a comment down below what you want to see next, like what anime you want to see within the game and what game modes you want. I want Infinity Castle to come out. That is one of my favorite game modes in like any of these type of games. I love them. I think they're so much fun. I would love for Infinity Castle to come out. That would be my number one thing. So let me know down below what would be your number one thing you want to see come to this game, whether it be a certain anime or it be a certain game mode, or if it's a mechanic like trading or something like that. I think trading in this game would be very healthy, and I think it would be very useful within the game. Also, I think something that could help would be like emotes. I know you saw earlier I was hitting the dance, but this is basic Roblox emotes, so you can hit these of course still in here, but I would like for them to add emotes. I think that'd be really cool as well. I do like how there's 3 units within the battle pass though. In my opinion, that is a great change. Ken Kaneki's full AoE. Oh my gosh, he does so much damage. Yeah, I have a feeling we might beat the One Piece record, and it'll be even better once I get all the units for this. Like if I get Eto and Arima, I believe Arima is the best out of all the new units. If I am able to get him, then we should be able to knock this out of the park with Tokyo Ghoul, because I do believe that is the best unit from the Tokyo Ghoul update. Now, I don't know how long it's been. Last time I kept the timer on me, which I probably should have done this time, so I'm not too sure how far we've gone, but they are pushing kind of far, so I am not sure. The thing with the One Piece one that made it so good is that they were cheap units that spawned very quickly, so you were able to get units up there to take the hit. Like, look how slow some of these units are. I mean, Switchblade is decently fast, but everybody else is very slow, and that is not going to be good for this, right? We need them to take hits. They're cheap, but they're incredibly slow. So I think that might be our downfall. So we really might not make it. It just depends if they can get out quick enough. And the cooldown to summon them is ridiculous. I mean, the shortest one is what, 10 seconds? That is long. I mean, we'll see it here. Like Switchblade is 20 seconds. That is honestly ridiculous. Then there's no, the shortest is 15. Then we have one that, okay, those are both 15. That is ridiculously long for units that are not really giving much to the team, right? Now, I do need to Evo Switchblade. I know I have a bunch of portals. I just haven't done them yet. But don't worry, I'm going to do them, and then we're going to do like a large King K box opening, or however you say it. And hopefully get Arima, right? Hopefully get Eto from all the portals. That would be sick. And yeah. Speaking of that grind, if you want to see me grind that, and if you guys want to, if there's interest, let me know down below. I stream every day, and I would not mind streaming and doing portals not only with you guys, but just all day to kind of see the process and see how many Etos I could get, how many King K boxes I could get. If you guys would like to see that, let me know. I'm more than happy to stream that for a while, like a day or maybe 2 days out of the week, right? We could do something like that. And if you want to see that, my Twitch will be in the description, so just, stop by and let me know. I'm live every day. So if you want to come see more of me, that's the perfect place. Now, I cannot tell if Void Mask is better or worse than I thought they'd be. Their damage is not that good, their HP is not that good, and they are very slow. But the passive here, see, it says basic attacks have a 5% chance to execute any enemies. That's very strong. That could come in handy, like if one of the bosses gets down there, that could be very useful. But obviously we're going to be relying on Ken Kaneki. He is absolutely insane. When a unit is attacked, gains 15% damage and healing per attack. Yeah, that is incredibly strong. Kaneki is very good. I just rolled some traits on this team before we started because I wanted to get good traits, and I got Duplicator on Kaneki. I also, as you can tell, limit broke him before we started. Well, you may not have known I did that before we started, but I did. I limit broke him before we started because I thought, let's make it be fair, we'll make him as strong as possible, especially because Kaneki is incredibly good. If you don't have him, he is fairly easy to Evo. Just pick him up from the banner, and he's pretty easy to get. Okay, as you can see, they're kind of pushing through, pushing back, and this is mainly because these units are incredibly slow. 2 speed is not great. Also, the stats are not very good on a lot of these units. I know I'm very bad at like not rolling traits. I don't know why. I just haven't done it a whole lot, but hopefully Kaneki should be able to wipe these guys out. I think he can, but we'll have to see. And Yeah, let me know if you guys like these videos or not down below. The last one, it hasn't been received too well, but it could just be because it's the first one, and who cares about the One Piece units? Everybody has them. They're super easy to get. But with something like the Tokyo Ghoul units, you know, we're going to see kind of what the new units can bring to the table, right? Like, are they worth getting? Is it even worth going for the new units, or is it still worth to go get the old ones? Okay, so they are pushing back very far. I think it's going to be very hard to win this. I don't know if we've hit the time, though. That's the thing. I think it's going to be cutting it close. So we will see, I guess, if we are going to beat our time or not. Now, luckily, we have a bunch of Kanekis down, so that should help. I don't. It's just not looking great right now, you know. Also, if you made it this far, let me know in the comments which team you think will win. Like from, sorry, the holy stutter. From which team you think will make it the furthest. So obviously we've done One Piece. We're doing Tokyo Ghoul now, and we will have ones to do like Naruto. We will have JJK. And we have a bunch of other ones as well. Basically, all the shows that are in here, we're going to be putting them on a team and seeing which one's the best, right? Seeing which units are actually viable within the game. Alright, it is not looking good here. I mean, Kaneki is wiping the floor with these guys, but the problem is we're not making it far out of here at all. Once they start getting to even slightly more health, I think we're going to be finished. I don't understand why they keep getting stunned. Am I missing something? Maybe, but it's not looking good right here, especially with all the bosses up and stuff. And yeah, well, we just spawned 2 more Kanekis, but and see, they wipe the floor with everything. But the problem is now they're gone, and that's gonna be it. We're about to lose right here. Yep. Okay, and oh wow, we actually shattered the time. So the Tokyo Ghoul team now holds the new record, beating the One Piece team by 4.5 minutes almost. Alright, so with a new record being set, we have the Tokyo Ghoul team in the lead. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And like I said, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the summer ends. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button before you leave, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.